Today we're looking at the wait, I just did this one. So let's check it out again. Yeah, it's the mod case again, but this time for the iPhone X. It does come with the option for a full clear back, or you have a choice to stick with just the bumper using the rim attached instead. Don't worry, both capable of handling this. The system is based around the main bumper frame with the choice between the two styles. Now, if you don't like the matching rim color, don't worry. The best part is you're able to mix and match. No design experience required. The additional colors are a few extra dollars and made for those with exciting lives. Because don't forget, the buttons can do the same. That's a cute ass pink. To install, simply snap your iPhone X into each corner. The obvious answer to your question is yes, the back is left open. So if you're not a fan of that, you can easily switch into the clear back to show off your iPhone's greatness. Buttons are responsive thanks to having those cutout covers, a large mute rocker cutout, a thick enough back to cover the lens, and plenty of space along the bottom that'll even fit the classic Apple dock. Again, don't worry, it'll still cover your ass though. In the hand, the whole case is quite smooth, but there have been a few reports on the clear back scratching up easily, and unfortunately I found that to be true in my tests as well. Thankfully, that's why they offer options like this marble back, which unfortunately again is also a glossy finish, but the darker finish does cover the scratches up easier. They do offer matte style finishes like this badass carbon fiber that's actually quite nice to hold given the slight texture and non-greasy surface. Switch out the buttons and you can get some pretty cool designs going once you collect them all like Pokemon. Then there's the ability to completely ditch the backplates and just use the rim. Just make sure you don't have clammy hands, as the iPhone's glass back is prone to fingerprints. The case does feel comfortable to hold though thanks to the updated slimmer bumper design. It also slides in and out of pockets without an issue, and that goes for both styles. Finally, wireless charging is a go. It's also worth mentioning the new material is FDA food grade approved compared to polycarbonate or TPU cases that may contain who knows what else inside. Also, just don't eat your cases. You will feel a little stretch in the case, but that's normal. It's basically to ensure you can swap rims and backplates out easily, but the case always returns to its original shape, of course, to keep your phone protected. Now, the idea of this case is the freedom to express yourself, so if you're the type to get bored easily, swapping rims, backplates, or buttons out will feel like you constantly have a new case without spending your hard-earned cash on an actual new one. Yeah, you know what's up, and coming soon, so keep an eye out for these too. In the end, you're really only limited by your imagination, and, well, the color options available, but there are quite a few to choose from. Now, the real purpose of the mod case is that it's modular. Starting with its first mod we covered in the iPhone 8 review, their lens mount and lens options. Simply stick it into the hole like they taught you in gym class, and that's it. 4 lenses to choose from, my favorite going to the HD wide angle for a little more of a cinematic feel. But for the affordable option, the super wide angle lens is my favorite all-around lens. They all mount on by screwing it in, which can be difficult at times to align properly and potentially missing the shot you wanted to take. But once you do get it in, it stays in pretty well, and that's thanks to the metal frame. In this test, starting with the normal iPhone X camera, throwing on the super wide angle, you can see how much more it allows you to capture at the same distance. Yeah, that's group selfies galore. Then throwing on my favorite HD wide angle, it gives a 0.6 crop. So just a little more visuals, but no distortion caused from that. Both good choices to go with depending on your budget. And now what you've all been wondering, protection. They still sport the hexagon interior pockets around the frame, which is the main thing keeping your iPhone protected. But you wouldn't need any of that if you were smart. Just use this cutout to attach something to keep your clumsy self from doing this. And to really complete the package and stay completely safe, I highly recommend pairing it with their screen protector. Why, you ask? Well, because this. Yeah, a fucking hammer and no dice to your screen. Solid. So, let's do some real tests. I've included some of my tests from the iPhone 8 mod case review because they were just lit. After all the iPhone X drops though, the case took some cosmetic damage, still intact, but it is permanently scuffed up. Now that's a conversation starter. Looking at the iPhone itself, no physical damage from what I can tell, and the screen protector did its job at keeping your screen safe, even after some front-facing drops. The phone still works, Face ID, 3D touch, swiping, and all the centers are accessible. Camera is still a go, and that goes for the sexy selfies too. So yeah, it's a little more extreme than what you're dealing with, but if it can handle all that, you can count on it to handle your boring lifestyle too. Pew! If you buy during this Black Friday and Cyber Monday weekend, RhinoShield has a bundle deal which includes different rims and button colors, along with 10% off on top of that. And if you use my code in the description below, you'll get an additional savings on top of that. But a big shout out to Evolutive Labs for sponsoring the cases and review. It's a huge support for what I do on this channel, but I had complete creative freedom, and all opinions expressed are from my own brain. That's it. If you love what you see, want to support me creating more reviews, check out my new store linked below for accessorizing merchandise like this toque and shirt, along with old accessories I no longer use and you can pick up at a bargain price. Like and subscribe if you want to see more, and leave a comment below letting me know what case you want me to review next. I rest my case.